Now, coming up this Sunday, Findlay, Ohio will be hosting an All-Ohio Showcase, Fourth and Goal Athletics, the lead sponsor of the event. And we're talking about Fourth and Goal Athletics. That means we're talking with Mike Robinson. Of course, we know him very well from Game Day Nation. He joins us now in studio. And Mike, before we get into what's going on this weekend, I think first off, we've got to say congratulations. You're a dad again. How is mom and baby doing?
Thanks. Mom and baby are great. It's that time of year, Corona season got us, and we got a little junior out here, so I'm excited. Riley's a big sister now, and it's fun times for me. Not much sleep, so I'm enjoying these days early.
The growing Robinson family, the growing Fourth and Goal family, as you're doing an ambitious program this spring. Last week you're down in Springfield for a camp. This week Findlay, you got another one coming up in Lorain, and one in Columbus. All parts of the state you're going to reach with this Fourth and Goal Showcase.
It started just really being here in Northwest Ohio, over the past 10 years and just helping the kids here. My passion's grown and my reach has grown, throughout Twitter. And to be able to reach and connect with the different coaches in the area. Mo Douglas was the first coach I reached out to. You see all these camps and things going on out the area, and there was nothing really going on in the state. So with the dead period and coronavirus and all the NCAA things that's, prohibiting coaches from getting out and seeing kids, I had to step in and, do what I could do and network with the people I knew. So this All-Ohio Showcase, it gave life to, a lot of prospects to be able to get out, showcase what they've been doing and working on in the offseason. We had that short football season due to COVID, and some teams had it even shorter if they had the bug hit their team. So this was a great opportunity, and down in Southwest Ohio, those kids were so appreciative to, have the scouts and writers come down and be able to be a part of that event, and they wish we could do it every weekend, and we wish we could as well. So it's a part of a, 4-camp series. We're going to hit Findlay, Lorain, and then we're even going to hit down in Ironton on May 21st. That's a gem dropper right now for you guys. It's a Woj bomb, so that's new for everybody else, but that's going to be exciting to hit the different parts of the state. We'll name the top players from each camp, and we're going to do something fun for those guys down the line as well.
Now, this weekend, Sunday at Findlay, this showcase is open for everybody, but it's getting pretty full, though.
Yeah, down in Springfield, we had 175 athletes signed up and registered. The lines were super long, and this week, we'll probably cut registration off a little bit sooner, and they'll probably see about 220 kids. The football coaching staff down there, Coach Adams and his crew, they're excited to welcome these guys in, and even some of the coaches that was down there in Springfield are coming up to help with this one because they had so much fun. So, yeah, this registration is going to be fun. If you want to get in on the action, it's at ohioshowcase.com. Come out 8th grade through juniors, 22 to 25 classes. Come out, get in there, compete, see where you're at, and, see what you need to work on as the summer comes around. And hopefully, cross our fingers, we can get some college camps, so those coaches can fill out those rosters with some of our local talent.
Now, there is a registration fee, and there is one other requirement, correct?
Yes, 100%. The fee is only $30, so if you decide to go to all 3 camps or all 4, it's $120, where, some camps in Indiana right now are costing that for one trip. It's all about exposure, and the high school coaches are what's allowing this to be kind of low cost. The other requirement is safety, Mark. One thing that we've picked up over the past few years, just on Game Day Nation and watching BCSN and just high school football, concussions, those things are important to protect the babies' heads, and any opportunity we can do that is great. We know with COVID, sometimes the coaches won't lend out the hard-shelled football helmets with the face mask, so these soft-shell helmets, and big shout-out to Game Breaker, the company that's sponsoring and helping out keep these costs low so they can get the soft-shell helmets you kind of see with rugby and things like that over their head. So that's a requirement because we want to protect your brain and don't want it spilt all over the place. So we want you to do smart things and protect yourself. So that's the other requirement. You can get one from Amazon or anywhere. Just make sure you have headgear.
Now, if I'm understanding this correctly, this is really about 2 different things. It's about competition, kids competing against each other, seeing who's a little bit better. It's also about exposure, as you touched on. There's going to be some college coaches there, divisions 2 and 3. There's going to be scouts there. There's going to be other media members there to try and get the word out about some of these great upcoming football players.
One that you left out is the show that we're on right now, BCSN. Big shout out to BCSN, and obviously it sounds like I'm brown nosing right now, but no, they're doing an excellent job by getting the cameras out there. So last week, one thing that was hard for the scouts, Mark, was for us to be able to go out there and just watch the talent because you got 2 eyes and 200 kids. It's almost nearly impossible to see everybody and see what's going on. So this week with BCSN coming out and potentially here in Lorain as well with Erie, being able to have 7 to 8 cameras out there filming each position groups. So now that college coaches, they can can tap in and watch that live raw video and be able to see the prospects. And also for us as scouts, we can go back and so the kids we didn't see, we can roll back to and look at the film. So this is awesome. It's great that BCSN is getting a part of this because the athletes are now going to have even more exposure than they ever was able to have just with the camp regularly.
So it was in Springfield, it's going to be in Findlay, Lorraine, Ironton, and then there's also a Columbus component to this as well.
Yeah, the Columbus components is going to be the top players from each camp, and we're waiting for some COVID protocols clear up. Right now some of the Columbus public school districts, they haven't allowed competition or things or outsiders in there, and we understand that. So we're going to wait to see when we can get that going, and hopefully we're able to do that sometime in June where the college coaches and the Division I coaches are free from dead period rules, and COVID kind of hopefully mitigated it a little bit so we can get in there and let those coaches come see those top athletes compete at a high level in front of fans and friends.
All right, thanks very much, Mike. Before I let you go, what is that website again in case kids want to get registered?
Yeah, the OhioShowcase.com. Go check it out and go get registered.